get the chance to do it when I want to do it.
I'll be less upset when you tell me how.
They want to carry it around all month, that's fine.
Am I crazy, or is that Abby Lee Miller? Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sam, otherwise known as Snerixx from TikTok. And on this channel, we've reacted to a lot of different types of videos, a lot of categories, specifically Walmart, Ulta, gas stations, and also very commonly airports. So today's video is going to be dedicated specifically to difficult people that show up at an airport. And one of our difficult people might be somebody that you'll recognize. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Hey, please.
Hey guys.
They're singing.
Everybody feed it.
Is this guy helping the security? Everyone's helping. They're like, that's her. This is the person to get.
There you go. We're gonna stand you up. Okay. One more. Alright, go ahead and stand up for us, ma'am.
Was he wiping her nose?
I wasn't doing anything to anybody. Whatever. Yeah, keep clapping.
Not the zip tie handcuffs. I can't even imagine being in a situation where an entire airplane or even just like a whole group of people are literally applauding the fact that you are being removed. Everybody is happy that you are gone. I feel like at that point, you might as well just go all out. You're already getting kicked off, apart from, you know, actually physically attacking people. Don't do that. This also might be the result of having 1, 8, 9, 10 too many cocktails. It seems to be pretty common and consistent that a lot of these people that are getting thrown off planes seem inebriated. Not sure if she was. It literally seems like they're taking care of like a drunk baby. My dad used to travel all the time and he would tell me that people, especially in first class, are just like so rude to flight attendants. One, they're not getting paid enough to put up with this, okay? And two, they shouldn't have to put up with this, especially from adults literally being escorted off of an airplane because they can't behave.
You're not answering my questions. You're just saying you have procedures. You're not telling me what they are. Well, you should have done that when I asked you earlier. Maybe then I wouldn't have gone to this level. This is calm. Do you have children? Okay, so don't tell me to be calm when my 10-year-old's going somewhere where there's nobody there and she can't get to any of her family and you're not answering my questions. Answer them now. Do they have young children that have been rerouted somewhere else and they're not getting information? You're not telling me how. You keep telling me that I'm upset. I'll be less upset when you tell me how. Don't about to tell me now. Inappropriate. She's 10. How is it appropriate? A female agent with the door locked by herself. So she's not going to be with another unaccompanied minor in that room.
Nope, she'll be in by herself and she'll have an agent.
I want that information immediately. Because there's no way they're going to go to Salt Lake and have a
Okay, that one was really kind of hard to hear, probably because it was a busy airport, but it sounds like maybe this is like a field trip gone wrong type thing. It seems like this is more of a situation where a parent is just genuinely concerned for the safety of their child, especially if there was a specific plan in place. And what it sounded like was they were rerouted. It sounded like she was saying she wouldn't be upset if she just had the details or knew what was going on. And this lady that was explaining it to her maybe seemed like she was going around the details or just not giving her enough details. But what do you think about this quote unquote Karen in this situation? Because I don't really think that she was necessarily in the wrong to be actively questioning the person that's supposed to be taking care of her child, you know, what have you. I think I'd be more concerned about a parent that didn't really care where their child ended up or who was taking care of their child or who their child was rooming with, you know, unexpectedly. I think what would categorize this person as a Karen would have been if she was demanding that her child get priority over other children or something along those lines. But to simply just want information about where your child is going and where they'll, you know, be sleeping or who they'll be under the care of, I think that's pretty fair.
No, entitlement is what you're doing. Thinking that you can come on my heels.
Ma'am, can you move up, please?
Oh, see, no! I get the chance to do it when I want to do
Don't
it.
ball up your fist at me, baby. You got the wrong one. You really got the wrong one. This is what you call a lie.
No, you are entitled. You are the ones who are entitled.
I'm not ever escorted out. I don't know where you think that is. This is not spirit.
He said this is not Spirit.
I'm not feeling protected. I am sick of it. Yes,
You're
I
not in
am.
danger.
Every time I ask for something, I get totally yelled at or get an attitude towards. I have been attacked, physically assaulted. I'm trying to protect myself. And all these people do is turn around and set it up like I'm the one who's being overreacting, and I'm not.
Oh, not cry. Don't cry. And then just walks off. Oh, geez. Okay, so I will say, in my experience in traveling on an airplane, which is not necessarily a lot, most of the time, security is so unnecessarily rude and just like aggressive. They don't around at security in America. So when I, a people pleaser, am still being like snapped at and having people like bark orders at you, you're kind of just like, dude, back the off, okay? Like, I'm not doing anything. My husband at one point actually got a little snippy back with the woman and had to go through a whole like extra security search. And I was just standing on the other side like, really? I say all that to say, I can understand feeling frustrated with the way that sometimes airport staff speak to people. And again, that doesn't apply to everybody, to all airports. I also live in Florida and people here are just nasty anyway. Cause I actually, now that I think about it, feel like the New York airport was like way more chill than Tampa. So who knows? However, in this video, it doesn't even look like she has reached security yet. It looks like she's simply trying to do a bag check. I don't know how you already get this escalated in your first task at the airport, which is simply just getting your luggage onto the plane, but trauma dumping. And I hate to say that and sound insensitive, but it kind of just came out of nowhere that she started all of a sudden screaming about past physical altercations that she's been in, which may be totally true. And if that's the case, obviously, you know, I empathize with that. But as somebody even said in the video, you're not in danger. You're now screaming and playing this victim card and then also bringing in all these random past traumas that really don't apply to the situation. I just want to stop real quick because I don't like how I phrase this as I'm editing, and I just want to point out here that other people may be triggered by things that we wouldn't normally think would be a trigger, so I don't want to take away from the fact that this genuinely could have been triggering for her. It just also didn't really seem like that was the case. It just kind of seemed like a last resort, like attempt to get people to kind of sympathize with her or feel like she was, again, the victim.
Because I don't know. So
The flight's closed, so it's timed out.
So the flight's closed, so it's timed out, is what they're telling me. I don't know what that means, but there you go.
You have to show up 10 minutes before departure time.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. Somebody told my ticket was B18, so I was over at B18. It's not okay.
I'm not going to be yelling at me, so...
It was interesting that she was kind of yelling at the woman like through her conversation with somebody else, screaming at the person on the phone because of her reaction to what the woman nicely explained to her. Airports are pretty strict with their protocols and they're not really just gonna let you kind of do whatever you want because they don't want people coming in and doing whatever they want at an airport. So if you miss the flight, you miss the flight. If you have your ticket, which you need to have to even be able to get to the gates, your gate number will be on your ticket. If it's your flight, your destination, your trip, it is on you to know where to go, even if somebody misinformed you. So as much as it sucks that you missed your flight, it is your fault.
With anything, they shouldn't be back here, they should be out there.
The vote stopped. If it was out there, then that means somebody can take it. Or MDAT claim.
They want to carry it around all month, that's fine. I mean, come on, ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous, actually. Because or else if MDAT takes it, then you have to go all the way up to the lost account.
Now, am I crazy or is that Abby Lee Miller? Which, really random fun fact, Abby Lee Miller actually reacted to one of my videos. I made a video a long time ago, back when I had like blonde hair, and the video was totally a skit, like it was scripted. It was not like a real scenario. I actually was fangirling pretty hard over the fact that she did that, even though Abby Lee Miller is very problematic. We have her literally in our Difficult People compilation here, so unfortunately there wasn't a lot of context to it, but in the original video, the voice voiceover was saying that Abby was yelling and screaming at this employee more.
Before I started filming, she was yelling at her, telling her, rapido, hurry up.
I assume with a racist intent, if this employee is Hispanic. I cannot with this woman in this wheelchair, I swear. Every time I see Abby Lee Miller in this wheelchair, all I can think about is that scene from Dance Moms.
You preach theater etiquette to my kids, put your phone away. You preach theater etiquette, put it away.
Literally goes to the police station and files an assault claim just because this woman asked her to get off of her cell phone during her daughter's performance. God, I think I could make a whole video just reacting to Abby Lee Miller, and I'm putting that on the list of things to react to, officially. Context: at the airport, this blonde woman with her children are about to miss their plane and ask if they may cut so they don't have to miss their flight. A simple no or yes should resolve this issue. The camera woman is not related to any party involved. She is just filming. Okay.
Yeah, and we too. We wait for 1 hour. We was in the same plane. Because everybody's going in front.
All the people stand here more than 2 hours, and you come and sing. And then I miss my baby too, and all the people wait. Now we have to come earlier.
We are missing the plane because all people come in front. Come earlier. Come
You didn't speak to anybody. Just go back.
God.
Get your f***ing hands away from me or you're going to jail. Get your f***ing hands away from me, bitch. Listen, get the f*** away from me. Yeah, and you're attacking me. We'll see who they do shit with.
Shame. I can do the same thing. Look at this beautiful girl. She's so rich she can buy everything. But she doesn't have any feeling.
What?
And that's the same lady. So if she loves her. And this face, you are next generation.
There's literally children. That was some nasty ass women there. By the way, nobody wears sunglasses inside unless one, they're hungover or currently on something. So now I go back and forth on how I feel about people asking to skip the line at an airport, because ultimately you don't want to miss your flight that you paid for, especially if you've got kids. But also I know that there probably would be people that would abuse that and would literally just show up late, or are only showing up late because they're lazy or they just didn't care enough to be here on time. And everybody else that is here on time and is sitting in this security line, which sometimes is really a long line, now has to let you skip because you have failed to meet the requirements of getting to your plane on time. Whatever, okay? It didn't seem like this woman was pushing her way past these women and they were like, excuse me. It seemed like she just asked a question and then these women like lost their shit and started berating her and her children. So this immediately turned into just like bullying. Worst case scenario is they could have been like, no ma'am, I'm sorry, but no, you can't skip the line. And that would have been respectable. It's okay to say no. Nothing wrong with saying no. It's just the fact that they once started lecturing her and then put that barrier in front of her face. First of all, how immature. You literally are acting like a preschooler. Ew. And then it looked like maybe that man was involved because he was kind of like laughing at them, which again is like bullying energy. Yuck. And it literally got to the point where these children who weren't even like little kids, like they looked like they were like 10, 11, are crying because a stranger is screaming at them and their mother and like making this whole scene, making a mockery out of them. And that woman still has the f***ing audacity to put her fat ass finger in a child's face with a camera. Now you're recording minors? Weird. Can't justify it. Nothing about that was excusable. Ugh. That one made me mad.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Fly the plane. What are you doing?
Just fly. Just fly the plane.
You're not wearing a mask. Why are you getting up? Put on your mask and sit down.
Oh gosh. I need to get to Las Vegas.
Oh my God. I don't feel safe too.
Everybody has their phone out.
Hey.
What's going on? Why are you kicking me off the plane? Because I'm white.
Yeah.
Shut the f up. Everyone's like, boo. The poor white lady in a fur coat is getting kicked off because she won't wear a mask. Okay, we've seen this scenario a million times where someone refuses to wear a mask, and in this case, she was wearing her mask and then taking it off to scream that she was wearing her mask. So that was counterproductive. It doesn't matter what has got you escalated. The minute you are screaming on an airplane, you're done. I already am kind of a nervous flyer. I don't really love flying. So if I was on a plane and somebody has now disrupted just the normal flow of things and is like screaming, escalated, just swearing at people, and everyone else on the plane is now kind of like riled up, that would just bother me. I feel like no matter what it was about, I would just be like really uncomfortable. It's just, again, somebody playing a victim card because they don't want to do something. You're done. Like, you're getting off this plane. And she was like, wait, what plane am I getting on? Which was a hilarious question because why would they put you on another plane after you acted like this on this plane? No, you're not going on another plane. You just need to figure it out. Fortunately for you, there are other forms of transportation. There are other airlines that you can try and get on. Unless you're on like an official like no flying thing. I assume that applies across airlines, but I actually have no idea because I personally have never been put on a no-fly list. All right, last one.
A woman faces charges after spraying people and officers with a fire extinguisher at Hartsfield-Jackson International.
What?
This happened about 9:30 last night in Concourse D. Take a look at this video posted on
Oh
Instagram.
my God!
And you can see what happened here. It shows her spraying the fire extinguisher. Officers were able to get it away from her and then cuff her. Authorities identify her as Jennifer Holder. After her arrest, police say she spit on and kicked at officers.
Oh my God.
We're told 3 flight attendants had to go to the
Karen,
hospital
out of
because
control
breathing
in
issues.
Hartsfield.
Holders in the Clayton County Jail charged with multiple counts of assault and battery.
What the hell would have prompted you to use a fire extinguisher as a weapon? I feel like she looked like a supervillain, like walking around with like some sort of device that kind of like deters people. I don't know what that was. I get that people have their own personal issues they're going through, and I get that maybe you are dealing with a lot or whatever the f it is. I just like to try and imagine what could have possibly gone wrong leading up to somebody even having that thought process go through their mind of, I'm going to grab a fire extinguisher, and when I walk off this plane, hell is breaking loose for everyone, let me tell you that, and I'm gonna have no remorse. It's like I said earlier, once you've reached this level of I am out of control, you might as well pick up a fire extinguisher and start spraying everyone with it, because now you ended up on the news. You'll probably not have a job or friends or ability to fly ever again, so I hope it was worth it. Anyway, so that is all I have for us to react to today. So if you have any suggestions on things that you want me to react to in the future, or if you have any videos that you want me to react to, make sure that you send them to me on Instagram or my email, or tag me in them on TikTok. My plan is to post every single Friday, and then of course I'll still be posting my shorts throughout the week as well as on TikTok and Instagram. So if you're not following me over there, why? You might as well. You've stayed long enough that now we are in a relationship and you need to go follow me everywhere else. That sounds really toxic, and I'm gonna end up on my own videos here. So, okay, that's gonna be where I'm gonna end this video today. I appreciate you for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.